Hey y'all, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be making wrapping paper from upcycled packaging paper and some printables. So let's get started. And if you're new here, welcome. I am Maggie. I am the owner and designer at Whimsy and Wonder Creative Co. And I make journal printables, collage sheets, and sell lots of fun crafting supplies. So check me out over on Etsy and let's get started. All right, so to get prepared for this project, one of the things I did was used my Cricut to print some of the llamas that I'd used for the journal covers, for these little llamas, because I wanted them to match. So if you were doing this on your own, you could print these out. You could use stamps on vellum or tracing paper, and you would want to use the permanent archival ink for that. So because I already had this stuff set up, I printed this and ran it through my inkjet printer, and it took me quite a bit of trial and error. So that is why that is not included in this video. I will say that if you want to try something like this, you're going to want to tape the corners of the side. You can probably see the tape shining a little bit. I just used Scotch tape. You're going to want to tape the corners and the bottom and then the sides so that when your printer pulls it through, the corners are not going to get caught and it's not going to pull the top sheet of tracing paper or vellum down into the printer. That was part of my trial and error. And I used my EcoTake 2850, and I just did it on the normal print setting, so it didn't use too much ink. I printed one where I forgot to take it off of high quality, and it's a little bit darker, but it also smudged quite a bit more. So those are my tips for trying to print on tracing paper. But like I said, you could use stamps and stuff like that. I just really wanted these llama images for the project. So that said, I'm going to cut all of my llamas out and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut out all my little llamas. I've also cut out, I've die cut with my Cricut some of the just tie-dyed collage sheets that are available for a free download in the comments if you would like to check them out. I just put this through my Cricut and cut some circles. Again, you could cut the circles by hand. You could use a big hole punch. I just don't have a big hole punch, and I'm terrible at cutting out circles. So I used my Cricut to do it. And, we're just using a piece of paper from up packaging. So we're upcycling this paper. I get it all the time with my packages. I'm sure you do too. And I save it because there's so much fun stuff you could do with it. And I love to hang on to stuff and upcycle. So we're just using that as our base. Mine's a little wrinkly and I'm okay with that. I think it's just going to add character. So what I'm going to use is Mod Podge because all of my glue sticks have disappeared except for one, and it's a little tiny bit left. So I'm going to use that to glue the llamas on to the circles. All right. So I'm also going to use my mug here to hold my paper on. All right. So this is going to be super simple. Oh, and we're using, I just have this cute little, sunflowery looking stamp and my archival ink, and that's going to go in between. And I'm using a shuttle art paint pen. I will say these are okay. They're definitely not Posca, but they have their use and I quite enjoy them. So we're going to use that at the end. All right, so first up first, start gluing. Down just a little. I think I want to start about right there. I missed my corner. Yeah, you can use whatever glue you want. Watered down PVC would probably be really great for this too. I like the way that glues paper on. If you've never tried it, it's pretty fun. All right, so how I'm going to do this, I think I want to do that next, is I'm going to put these in 2 in a row and then a stamp in the middle. Let's see if I can get the edges better this time. There we go. I apologize for my sniffles, but I have a cold. I really wanted to get this video filmed because I'm super excited about it. And my girls' weekend is coming up. So I'm gonna get it done. All right. So first row, and then when probably can't tell on camera, but I'm gonna put these print side down because I like the way it looks against the paper. You know, I think it'd be totally up to you which way you wanted to do it, but I feel like it kind of fades in a little bit when you put it backwards, and I like the way that looks. So, let's see what the Mod Podge does. Experiment with me. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work because it's gonna curl up a little bit. Make sure I get it really nice and glued. And oh. There we go. That's so cute. Do our little guy with the bow tie. Like, you could do this with all kinds of different stuff. You could do it with scrapbook paper, circles, and stamps. You know, you could do it with, before I started filming, it was like, oh, you could do this with a, like, you could do like a master board and cut out circles and then put your shapes on. Get rid of some of your scraps. It'll be totally fun. I just feel like there's so many possibilities. Like, we all have this paper sitting around. Alright. Try to get in the middle. Cute. Alright. And our last step on our circles is going to be little dots. And there we go. So I'm just going to repeat this pattern about 4 times, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so everything is dry. I love it so much. My daughter saw it and she was like, that's so cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, this is kind of fun, I can just tear it off because it's perforated. Hopefully it tears. There we go. Alright, so that is what it looks like, right? Like, it's not super big. I think I used 3 panels of it. Super duper simple. And I'm gonna wrap up this little llama journal. It's so cute. Let's open it up real quick. If you didn't see my last video. So, it's got little llama pages in it. They'll have a little llama on them, and then each signature, 3 signatures, has pockets made out of scrapbook paper. It's just really adorable. And I also have some cards. So these are the cards I printed. I'll link to these in the description. They are available in my shop, but I just love them so much. I think they're so cute. And then I also have some tie-dyed ones, which are available for free download as well. So I'm gonna split these up because I have 2. Because I made these for some of my girls. We're going on a girls' weekend, and I think they're gonna love these. So I'm gonna put these in. I think I'm gonna put those in the other one. I think these are for Anna. They just exude Anna. And then my battle llama. They are both fish fans. So I think I'm just gonna stick those right in the pocket as a little surprise. And tie it back up. If you're interested in how I made this journal, I will link to the video up in the corner, and we'll get this wrapped up. I think I'm gonna put it like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is plenty of paper. Let's see, I don't really want to use too much tape on it, or like really at all. So I think I'm gonna do like a burrito wrap. Let's see. Lift it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go over like that. I think I just want to put like a little piece of washi tape, so I'm going to grab that. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. There we go. All right. Now, oh, isn't that cute? Put that down a little bit, and I'm just going to wrap some ribbon around it. I found 3. I'm going to like layer it. I found this pretty like cream, and then this gorgeous turquoise jewel tone, and then of course some pink polka dots. So I'm gonna like get 3 pieces of these and wrap those around. What I'm gonna do, I'm terrible at estimating how much I'm gonna need, so let's do this. Oh, well, I'm out of pinks, so yeah, I've had that one for a long time. Goodbye, pink ribbon. All right, let's see. If I can make this work. The amount that I have. If not, that's okay. Oh. I'm just going to tie it loosely like that and then trim it. that. All right. I'm gonna move that down just a little bit so you can see her. There we go. So cute. So that is all wrapped up. I just think it is so adorable. And then in my next video, I'm going to make some bookmarks to go with these because they're both readers. So check that out. And if you're interested in the tie-dyed sheets, go check that out. And I'll see you next video. Bye.